Sandwich in the commissary, and we're looking at that.
Where does Al live now? Florida?
Al lives in Port Charlotte, Florida right now.
Right.
He's 86 years old.
Well, I want to say that to be with you is a thrill for me, and I've had 5 U.S. presidents on my show.
Wow. Okay.
Charlie Chaplin, Cary Grant, John Wayne, Bing Crosby 3 times, Frank Sinatra 4
Barbra
times.
Streisand.
But to be, Barbra Streisand was my singer for 2 years. Bette Midler followed her.
But you didn't get one person.
Eddie Fisher? Who's that?
No, Greta Garbo.
She's the only one I didn't get right.
Tell us about that.
Where is her shoe, right?
How'd that happen?
I found one of her shoes in a nutrition center in the store once, right?
Is that what the story was? Because they didn't explain that. But 300,000 guests we're talking about.
500,000.
500. We have to update our notes. Okay, 28,000 shows, or what? It must be more than.
About 28,500. I would sometimes have 15 people on one panel. I was the king of what we call an eclectic mix.
How did you get with Martin Block in that very beginning?
Well,
How'd you get there?
I was 15 years old, and he got me my own. I was sitting there. I had a daytime lunch with the receptionist there, WNEW,
Yes,
which is now called WBVR. It's 11:30 a.m. In fact, I've gone full cycle. I started on 11:30 a.m. and I'm back on 11:30 a.m. After all those years. I'm back on the same killer cycle.
And you were the record librarian.
Martin Block gave me a job as his record librarian. He met me in the hallway. He said, "You want a job, kid?" I said, "I'm not a kid. My name is Joe." He said, "All right." He said, "Joe, you want a job?" I said, "Yeah." So he gave me a job. There was a man named William B. Williams. Remember that name? He
Sure.
taught
Oh,
me-
yes.
taught me everything about music overnight. I knew nothing. I didn't know Vaughn Monroe from.
Well, who was your
Harry-
favorite singer at that time?
Al Jolson.
Yeah.
Eddie Cantor.
Eddie, I figured.
The old timers, right?
But you know what, Joe? I know you're the king of the one-host person, and I'm thrilled to have you here. But why don't you call this to... let me have the honor of you interviewing me, and how would you call the support to order if this were your show?
Well, I would say welcome to the club. I've been in many nostalgia stores. I've never seen any shop as cozy, as warm, as charismatic, as attractive as this one. So I'd be so happy you're sleeping here at night, living here, and I hope they got a bed for me. So. And I would say that to be here with, now what's the exact name of this program?
The Joe Shenman Show.
And you're a legend. I mean, when I saw people going to be on the Joe Shenman Show, they got all excited. They said,
We've had Ornstein on, yes.
She's known throughout the Northern Hemisphere.
That's very sweet of you.
And some countries in South America know her also. These gentlemen here, Carmine and Joe Rolari, they know that she is seen all over the world, also on Mars.
I'm known from coast to coast myself, Rockaway to Brooklyn.
Yes. She's making jokes now, aren't you?
And Carmine, who drove me out here today, is a
Which we appreciate, yes,
great
and
driver.
on the phone many times.
How was the
Thank you so much,
traffic
Carmen.
coming out in the Lincoln
very
Tunnel?
quiet. I slept very well.
Yes. You were driving.
Yeah, I drove. And,
That's a joke. We'll cut that out later. We cut that out later.
Martin Block got me my own radio show, and one day I got a phone call from Channel 7 that they were lighting up in the daytime. There was no daytime TV back in those days.
Okay.
And they said, "What kind of, Joe, if we give you an hour a day," they said, your TV was only on there from 5 o'clock at night till certain minute. There was no daytime, so
Right.
they said, "Joe, if we give you an hour a day, what kind of a show might you or would you do?" I said, "How about I do a show
Might you do?
of people talking back to back, nose to nose, eyeball to eyeball?" They said, "Joe, you're out of your mind. You can't do a talk show on television. The word is television. You got to give them vision. You got to give them salsa bottles, pratfalls, baggy pants. You got to give them burlesque skits." You believe that? So I said, "Well, I can't do it because rock and roll is coming." I said, "Well, I do a show of kids dancing to records." Enjoy your nuts. I said, "Who's going to watch kids dance to records?" Who comes along? Dick Clark becomes a
Dick
billionaire.
Clark.
But I defied them, and I think I did the world's first pure organic from the bones TV talk show.
Well, yes, the absolute first
And I
television talk show host, which we are so proud of. But you were always in, you were a record librarian, and you were the record picker